friends, I am Yogesh Valla. Friends, sometimes when we blend two or more things, the result is more beautiful than our expectation. Same thing happened with great French mathematician philosopher René Descartes. Before René Descartes, geometry was greatly influenced by Euclid. But when Descartes developed his own analytic geometry, or we can say coordinate geometry, and after Descartes it is also called as Cartesian geometry. He used algebra to describe geometry in his analytical geometry. We can say he was the first mathematician who unified algebra and geometry. Some give credit of this invention to Fermat also, but René Descartes is truly called as the father of this analytical geometry. Nowadays, this technique or this stream is used in almost every field like navigation. Using this technique, we can draw longitude and latitudes. Position of anything in air, water can be easily determined, or distance between any two objects can be determined using this analytical geometry. This technique is also used in aviation, physics, engineering, space science. So we can say that this new technique or this new stream which is developed by René Descartes is nowadays is useful in each and every field. So friends, let's explore this new field of mathematics. Let's start our today's new topic, that is chapter number 5 from Maths 2. The name of the chapter is coordinate geometry. So let's start our today's lecture. Friends, if you like the lecture, don't forget to share it with your friends and don't forget to subscribe my channel. If you have already subscribed my channel, then thanks for it. So friends, as we all know that this is a number line. Okay, it is called as real number line because we can represent any real number on this line. Okay, on the left right of the 0 there are positive integer, on the left of 0 there are negative integers. Okay, suppose I take 2 points, let it be A and this is point B. Okay, this is point A and this is point B, and if I want to find the distance between A and B, if I want to find distance between A and B, then I have to subtract their coordinates. Okay, this is point A and its coordinate is 3, and this is point B and its coordinate is -2. Then we have to compare the points, their coordinates, and we have to subtract the smaller coordinate, that is -2, from the bigger coordinate 3, and so we get 3 minus minus plus 2 and we get 5. Let's check it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So distance between A and B is 5 units. Okay, but what happened when I just rotate this number line in anti-clockwise at the 0 at origin? Then we get here another number line which is perpendicular to this horizontal line. Okay, let call this as x-axis and call this as y-axis. Again I have rotated this line in anti-clockwise, so the positive integers will come to this side and we get 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on, and here we get -1, -2, -3, -4 and so on, because this number will move to this side. This is called as our x-axis and this is called as y-axis. So now the paper or the plane is divided into 4 parts. These 4 parts are called as quadrant. This is called as first quadrant, this is called as second quadrant, this is third quadrant, and this is fourth quadrant. I have given number in this sequence because we have rotated the axis in anti-clockwise direction. Okay, is it clear? That's why the positive integers I have written on this side and negative integers I have written to this side. Now let's take any 2 points on y-axis. Suppose I have taken this point as 4 as P, and this is our point Q. Now again, if I have to find the distance between P and Q, I will use the same formula, that bigger coordinate minus the smaller coordinate. Okay, this will gives me 4, minus will get plus, 4 plus 1 will again become 5. It is a sheer coincidence. Let's check 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, but what I have to do when there are the 2 points which are in any quadrant? Okay, in such case we have to develop a formula, and that formula is called as distance formula. Okay, so let's start our study. Now let's see, when the points are on x-axis, then the coordinates of the points, say the coordinates of the point are let's take points as A and B. The coordinate of point, suppose this is A point, we write the coordinates of A as 3, 0, and for B we write it as -2, 0. Why? Because for every point on x-axis, its y coordinate is 0. For every point on y-axis, its x coordinate is 0. We always write any point in the form x, y. It is called as ordered pair. Okay. So let point A be x1, 0, and point B is again x2, 0, because both the points are on x-axis. Then how to find the distance? The formula of the distance is given as distance between distance between points A and B is given as x2 minus x1 if x2 is greater than x1, and if x1 is greater than x2, then we will subtract x1 minus x2. Okay, is that clear? Now suppose both the points are on y-axis. In such case, the coordinate will become 0, y1, and for B it will become 0, y2. Again I will take y2 greater than y1, and so here we get distance AB. I have taken PQ, but for the sake of this table I have considered point as A and B. Okay, so distance between points A and B is given as y2 is bigger coordinate minus smaller coordinate y1. Okay, is it clear? Then if suppose a segment parallel to x-axis, suppose I have taken here a point and the other point is at here. Okay, now if I join these 2 points, we get a segment. Okay, here we get a segment which is parallel to x-axis. Now what will be the coordinate of this point? Let it be called as L and M. What are the coordinates of L? We write x coordinate first, -2, and then y coordinate, and it is 1.5. Okay, and for M it is 1 and it will remain same as 1.5. Means their y coordinate is same, so we just compare their x coordinate, and in such case we subtract these 2 coordinates. Okay, so when the segment a segment joining 2 points is parallel to x-axis, then let the coordinates of those points are here. Again I will write A and B. Their coordinates will become x1, y1, and for B it will become x2. Again y coordinate is remain same. Okay, y coordinate is remaining same. So we will just write distance AB as x2 minus x1. Formula is not going to change. Again, if x2 is greater than x1, we will subtract x2 minus x1. Same thing happen if the points are in such a way that the segment joining that point is parallel to y-axis. Let's take here, I will take this point, okay, and I am going to take this point, okay. We call this point as R and S. What are the coordinates of R? Coordinates of R are -4, 2, -4, 2, and for S it is -4, -3, -4, -3. Okay, so here when a line segment parallel to y-axis, let's draw RS. Now it is parallel to y-axis, and there here we get x coordinate as -4, -4. Okay, so let's consider such points which is line segment parallel to y-axis having their x coordinate same but y coordinates are different in such a way that y2 is greater than y1. So distance between A and B is going to be y2 minus y1. Okay, so don't get confused in this formula. We have to just remember that we have to subtract bigger coordinate minus smaller coordinate if the points are on x-axis or parallel to x-axis. The line joining those points is parallel to x-axis, and same thing will happen in case of y-axis. Okay, so these are the 4 different cases. Now let's consider one more case. What happen if the point is, suppose we can say M, and we have to find its distance from the origin. Okay, so origin has coordinates 0, 0. Let point P has coordinate x, y, and origin O has coordinate always 0, 0. Okay, in such case distance between OP, or we can say distance between PO, is given by under root x square plus y square. This is a special case. X square plus y square, we have to just square the coordinates, okay, and then we have to take its addition, and then we will take square root of the sum, and we get distance between OP, or we can say distance of that point from the origin. Okay, now friends, instead of remaining all these different formulas, we can just remember a single formula, and for any 2 points in plane in plane xy, we can find distance between 2 points. Let those two points be A and B, and their coordinates are x1, y1, x2, y2. Then this formula is applicable to all these cases, and here we write distance AB as under root x2 minus x1 bracket square plus y2 minus y1 bracket square. Friends, you can write this formula in many ways. You can write x1 minus x2 whole bracket square plus y1 minus y2 whole bracket square. Okay, but just remember there is minus sign in bracket, and in between 2 brackets there is plus sign. These 2 things we have to remember, and then after squaring we do addition here, and then take square root to find distance between any 2 points in that xy plane. Okay, this is called as distance formula. When we apply this formula to any case, we get the same result. Okay, but these are some special cases. So this is distance formula, and in problem set 5.1 we are going to solve some problems based on distance formula, and we are going to see application of distance formula to show that the given points are collinear or not, to find the midpoint of the given 2 points, okay, or the segment. In this way we will learn some problems to establish this result. Okay, let's start solving the problem. So friends, let's start solving the problem. I have taken first problem from practice set 5.1. Find the distance between, we have given the points A 2 3, B 4 1. This is the first step. In this step, we have to just write down the problem correctly. If we write it as -2 or say -3, then whole problem is going to be wrong. Okay, so let's start with that, considering point A, coordinate of A as x1 y1 and coordinate of B as x2 y2. Now let's use, by using distance formula, you can subtract x2 minus x1 or x1 minus x2. Distance AB can be written as under root x2 minus x1 bracket square plus y2 minus y1 bracket square. Okay, now just substitute the values. I am going to use square bracket. x2 is given as 4 minus x1 is 2. Okay, plus what is y2? 1 minus 3. In this problem, all the coordinates are positive, so we don't have to use round bracket. Okay, so just do the subtraction. 4 minus 2, we get 2, plus 1 minus 3, we get minus 2. As 3 is bigger number, so we get here minus sign. So 2 square will become 4 plus minus 2 square will become 4. This will become root 8. You can write factors of 8 as 4 into 2 and square root of 4 is 2. So our answer is 2 root 2. So distance AB is 2 root 2 units. Okay, this is our final answer. Now let's solve one more problem. Determine whether the points are collinear. The points as given as A, B and C, 1 minus 3, 2 minus 5 and minus 4, 7. Okay, now again I will write here as distance, I will consider A, B, C as A as, let A 1 minus 3 is x1 y1, B 2 minus 5 x2 y2 and C minus 4 7, C minus 4 7 we will take as x3 y3. Okay, now let's find distance AB. For that we will write formula as x2 minus x1 bracket square plus y2 minus y1 bracket square. Okay, just substitute value. x2 as 2 minus 1 bracket square plus y2 minus 5 minus minus 3 bracket square. To save the time, I will write the answer directly as 2 minus 1 will become 1, square will become 1, plus here we get minus 5 minus minus plus 3, so it will become, so here we get minus 5 minus minus plus 3, so minus 5 plus 3 will become minus 2, minus 2 square will gives us 4. Okay, in this way we get root 5. So distance AB is root 5. Let it be 1. Okay, now find distance BC. Now BC means x3 minus x2 bracket square plus y3 minus y2 bracket square. Again substitute the values. x3 is minus 4 minus x2 is 2, okay, bracket square, plus y3 we have 7 minus 5. So this will become minus 6 square will become 36 plus 7 minus plus 7 plus 5 12 square will gives us 144, and 144 plus 36 means root 180. Okay, if we do the factors we get 36 5s are 180. Okay, and it will give 6 root 5. So distance BC we get as 6 root 5. Let it be 2. Now the next part I will do on a new paper. Okay, now we have to find distance AC. Distance AC, A and C. So here I have to write the formula x3 minus x1 bracket square plus y3 minus y1 bracket square. When you solve this problem on your own, it will give a lot of practice of writing formula, substituting value, addition, subtraction. Okay, x3 we get minus 4 minus 1 plus what is y3? y3 is 7 minus y1 is minus 3. That's why I am using square bracket in first instance. Okay, here we get minus 5 square means 25 plus 7 plus 3 10 square we get 100 means root 125 means 25 5s are, so we get 5 root 5. So we get distance AC as 5 root 5. Okay, so here 6 root 5 is a bigger number. So I am going to see the relation between distance AB and distance AC. We will keep BC aside and we add distance AB and distance AC. Let's see what we get. Root 5 plus AC is 5 root 5. We can give here reason from 1 and 3. Okay, so this is root 5 means 1 root 5 plus 5 root 5 gives us 6 root 5, which is nothing but distance BC. Okay, from 2. From 2 I have substituted or I have written 6 root 5 as distance BC. So here we get distance AB, distance between A and B plus distance between A and C is equal to distance between B and C. So here we get betweenness as B dash, A is repeated here, so A dash C. Okay, therefore not only we have proved that the given points are collinear, we have also shown the betweenness. We can say that the given points are collinear. Okay friends, so let's practice these two type of question, finding the distance and determining whether the given points are collinear or not. Okay, till then, goodbye.